Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School Isapur online classes. This is your EVS class, and today we will study chapter 11, Sunita in Space. Who is Sunita? Sunita Williams is an astronaut. An astronaut is a person who goes in the space to learn about space, planets, and heavenly body. She was the second American astronaut of Indian heritage to go into space after Kalpana Chawla. So, this is the picture of Sunita Williams. Straight from the heart. What do you think the earth looks like? Make a drawing of the earth in your notebook. On your drawing, show where you are. Take a look at your friend's drawing too. What is our earth really like? So, Uzaira and Shamir are playing with the globe. While they play, they are talking to each other. So, let's hear their conversation. Do you know that Sunita Williams is visiting our school tomorrow? I have heard that she has spent more than 6 months in space. Shamir, looking at the globe. Look, here is America, Africa. Hey, where is space? So they are talking about the globe and then thinking, where is space? Uzaira says, the sky, stars, sun and moon, they are in space. So Shamir says, yes, I know. Sunita Williams went in a spaceship. I saw on TV that she could see the earth from there. Uzaira, yes, from there the earth looked like this globe. So, globe is a miniature model of the earth. So, our earth looks like a globe. Shamir, if our earth looks like this globe, then where are we? Uzaira takes a pen and places it on the globe. Here we are. This is India. If we were like this, if we were here like this, we would all fall off. I think we must be inside the globe. So Zaira says, if we are inside, then where is the sky, the sun, the moon and the stars? We must be on the globe, and all the seas and oceans also must be on the globe. So Shamir says, pointing towards the lower part of the globe, you mean to say that no one stays here? Uzaira, people live here too. Brazil and Argentina are here. Shamir, are the people there standing upside down? Why don't these people fall off? Because it appears to be on the bottom side of the globe. So she is wondering, why don't they fall off? So Uzaira says, yes, it looks strange, isn't it? And this blue part must be the sea. Why doesn't the sea fall off? Sea water fall off. So they are wondering why, if it is upside down like this, why things are not falling off. What do you think? If the earth is round like a globe, how is it that we do not fall? Do the people in Argentina stand upside down? So these two questions we will answer. Talking with Sunita. So let's answer these questions first. What do you think? So if the earth is round like a globe, how is it that we do not fall off? Answer. The earth's gravitational force attracts everything towards it. This is why we do not fall. Do the people in Argentina stand upside down? Answer. No. They also stand up like us. The sense of up and down on the earth is relative. So, if someone is standing here, it would appear that they are standing up only, not down, because it is relative on earth. The positioning is relative. So, talking with Sunita. When Sunita Williams came to India, thousands of children like Uzaira and Shamir got a chance to meet her. Sunita says that her friend Kalpana Chawla wanted to come to India and meet children, she came to India to fulfill Kalpana's dream. So both of them were friends. Because Kalpana could not come to India as she died on a space shuttle crash, on behalf of her friend's dream, she came and met the children. So this is a experience of Sunita's day in the spaceship. Sunita's experiences of living in space. So let's see what all she experienced. We could not sit at one place. We kept floating in the spaceship from one end to another. So she was continuously floating from one place to another. Water too doesn't stay at one place. It floats around as a blob, as blobs. To wash our face or hands, we had to catch these blobs and wet paper with them. So just imagine how fun it would be to catch the water blobs in the space. We ate very differently there. The real fun was when all of us would float into the dining area of spaceship and catch the floating food packets. So these also they had to catch because everything used to float because there is no gravitational force over there. In space there was no need to use a comb. My hair kept standing all the time. So her hair was all the time floating like this, standing. So there was no need for her to comb it. Not being able to walk, we had to get used to floating around. So they had to get used to it. We had to learn to do simple things differently. To stay at one place, we had to strap ourselves there. So they used straps like we sit in the plane and strap ourselves. Papers also had to be stuck to the wall of the spaceship. It was a lot of fun living in space, but it was also difficult. So she is sharing her experience in this. Isn't it amazing? On the earth, when we throw something up, it comes down. When we throw a ball up in air, it falls back. We are able to catch it. On the earth, we don't keep floating around. When we fill a glass or bucket with water, it stays there. It doesn't float around in blobs, as Sunita Williams says. It is something special about the earth that makes this happen. The earth pulls everything towards itself. So earth has a gravitational pull which attracts things to be on its surface itself and not float. It is a force, children, by which earth keeps things on its surface. Sunita Williams went 360 kilometers away from the earth. So going that far, it is out of our atmosphere. So after that, we do not have the gravitational force in the spaceship. Think how far this would be. Find out which town or city is located about 360 kilometers away from where you live. This is how far Sunita Williams went away from the earth. So you have to guess this. Look at the sky. Shamir said. He closes one eye and moves the coin back and forth while looking at the moon. Look, I can hide the moon behind this coin. So you would have done this if you put a coin in front of moon and then close one eye. It would appear that the moon has been covered with the coin. Uzaira, wow! Imagine hiding such a big moon behind such a small coin. Why don't you try to do the same with a coin? How many centimeters away from the eye did you keep the coin to hide the moon? So you can also try this, children. Think. Do you think the moon is flat like the coin or round like a ball? Have you ever looked carefully at the sky at night? Don't the twinkling stars look magical? And sometimes the moon is silvery and bright, while sometimes it is nowhere to be seen in the black sky. So, if you observe things in the sky in the night, what would you see? Many festivals are related to the moon, like Holi, Karwa Chauth, Eid, etc. Most festivals are celebrated in full moon. So, moon has a lot of significance in our culture as well. So now, where are the lines really? Uzaira and Shahmir are looking at different countries on the globe. Uzaira, see, there are lines between the different countries on this globe. Are such lines also there on the earth? So now they are wondering, these boundaries that we make on earth, are these boundaries there on the real earth as well? On the map, what we find boundaries, are those lines there on the earth as well? So Shamir says there must be. They are there on the map of India in this book. See, there are lines between the different states too. So in your political map, you also must have seen all the boundaries. Uzaira, if we go from Delhi to Rajasthan, would we find such lines made on the ground? So, do you find such lines? From so far away, one can only make out the land and the sea. One cannot see the different countries. Division into countries has been done by us. All the lines on the map are made by us. They are in our minds. So there are no lines of partition on the earth. Actually, there are no lines. But these lines are created by us to mark our territory. Look at the sky for 5 minutes. What could you see? A star, a shooting star, or a satellite? Now, what is a satellite? Satellites are used for the TV telephones and for weather reports. So, these satellites revolve in the sky and then they catch signals and transmit it to our televisions or telephones. So, children, for your homework, this is a tabular column given in your book. It has 4 different dates here and the time of moon rise and moon set. You have to observe these and answer the questions asked based on this in your textbook. So given below are the times at which the moon rises and sets in Delhi. Look at the table and answer the questions asked in the book. So I hope you understood this, children. Do your homework. We will meet again in the next class.